That's why everyone hates Argentina. After Spain's victory in the World Cup final, the Argentine players turned their backs on the celebrations and refused to watch their opponents lift the trophy. This gesture was widely criticized by many fans who saw it as a lack of sportsmanship. Many pointed out that in 2022, despite the immense disappointment of the loss, the French players had remained on the field and watched the trophy presentation. The criticism, however, isn't limited to that moment. Throughout the tournament, the behavior of certain Argentine players had already sparked numerous reactions. After the final whistle, scuffles also broke out, with several Argentine players involved in shoving matches with Spanish players, including Leandro Paredes, who was heavily criticized after violently throwing Gavi to the ground during the post-match chaos. For many observers, this behavior severely tarnished the Albicelestes' image during the final and overshadowed what should have been a celebration of Spain's historic triumph.
Here's why FIFA decided to place special badges on the jerseys of players like Cristiano Ronaldo, Lamine Yamal, Leo Messi, and Kylian Mbappe. The reason is simple. These badges serve to highlight certain achievements or special statuses during the 2026 World Cup. Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi are wearing a special badge reserved for players who have participated in at least 5 World Cups. This is FIFA's tribute to their incredible longevity at the highest level. Ronaldo and Messi have even gone a step further, becoming the first players in history to take part in 6 World Cups, a feat that will go down in soccer history. For his part, Kylian Mbappe receives a special badge as the winner of the Golden Boot, an award given to the top scorer of a World Cup. This distinction highlights his exceptional performances on the world stage. As for Lamine Yamal, his badge is different, as it symbolizes his World Cup debut. FIFA created this badge to mark the first appearance of young players making their debut at the world's biggest soccer tournament. Thus, each badge has a specific meaning. Legendary longevity for Ronaldo and Messi, top scorer for Mbappe, and first appearance for Yamal. It's FIFA's way of highlighting the journeys and achievements that make each World Cup unique. Miguel Almiron could miss the rest of the World Cup, but one question is already on the minds of Paraguayan fans. How many games will he be suspended for after his red card against Turkey? This question keeps coming up, especially given the precedent set by Prestiani, who was handed a 6-game suspension by UEFA. In fact, it was following his case that this rule was introduced. During his highly publicized altercation with Vinicius in the Champions League, the Argentine was accused of making hidden remarks while covering his mouth. The controversy was immense and prompted the governing bodies to take action. In the end, Prestiani received a 6-match suspension, 3 of which were suspended. At this World Cup, the first player sanctioned under this rule is Miguel Almiron. In the middle of the match against Turkey, the Paraguayan was caught covering his mouth during an exchange with an opponent. The referee didn't hesitate for a second and immediately showed him a red card. However, the penalty is expected to be much less severe. Almiron will only be suspended for the match against Australia. The difference is simple. In Prestiani's case, it was the remarks deemed racist that were penalized. This time, only the gesture of covering his mouth was punished, not the content of the words spoken. He has become the all-time leading scorer in World Cup history, and he shows no signs of stopping there. Lionel Messi made another lasting impression today by also breaking the record for goals scored in the tournament's final stages. Even more impressive, the Argentine has scored 5 goals in his first 2 matches and has single-handedly accounted for all of his team's goals since the start of the competition. At 38, while many players of his generation have already retired from international play, Messi continues to deliver exceptional performances and push the boundaries of what's possible. But this may only be the beginning. In addition to his goal-scoring record, the Albiceleste captain also has the opportunity to become the all-time leader in assists in World Cup history. If he succeeds, he would further cement his status as the undisputed master of the tournament, topping both the scoring and assist leaderboards. Argentina still has at least 6 potential matches to play if it reaches the final, giving Messi plenty of opportunities to improve his stats. Several observers even believe he could play in the next World Cup. If that scenario plays out, his record could become virtually unbreakable, with a total that would far exceed the symbolic 20-goal mark, a figure that seemed unimaginable just a few years ago. Here's the real reason why Jed Spence refused to shake hands with Thomas Partey. During the World Cup match between England and Ghana, a clip quickly went viral on social media. In pre-game footage, Jed Spence appears to avoid shaking hands with Ghanaian midfielder Thomas Partey, while the other English players went through the pre-game ritual as usual. This scene immediately sparked numerous reactions and questions. The reason for this controversy dates back several years. Thomas Partey is currently facing multiple allegations of rape and sexual assault filed by 4 women. The alleged incidents are said to have occurred between 2020 and 2022, and the case is still ongoing. The player denies all charges against him. This situation has already caused him difficulties during this World Cup. Canada denied him entry into the country, forcing him to miss Ghana's first match against Panama. A few days later, he finally made it to the United States to face England. It was in this context that Jed Spence appeared to refuse to shake his hand before kickoff. Many believe this gesture is directly linked to the allegations against Thomas Partey.